Hi, I'm Michelle with michellegart.com. For those who don't know me, I am a sensual figure artist. I like to paint sexy, sensual paintings that just help people embrace their sensual, sexy side. Say that fast 5 times. Today we're going behind the scenes, and I just try to do an art story once a week about why did I paint a painting and what was the impetus or what was the thought process of why I did what I did. So the painting behind me, she's called Swim, which I know might seem a little weird, but so here was the thought. There are actually two. This painting is 15 by 30. She's a thicker box frame. I can show you what that means. So I actually paint on the side. So there's no need to frame unless you want to. So I had two ideas with this. One, she and another painting, which is called so M times 5, which is a male figure painting. The two of them together I felt are really complementary, so I was intentionally creating two pieces of art that I think fit well together. They work well separately, but they also work well together. And the other reason that she's called Swim is because I was thinking about, how these kind of clubs have sprung up that are really around water, like during the night, or even if you go to Vegas, like during the day, and so you're kind of sexied up in your swimsuit and your heels. Like I was thinking like rooftop, pool, nighttime. That was kind of my thought process to this painting. So that's why I call her Swim. That was what was in my head, and why I painted her was I was thinking she was at like a fun nighttime rooftop bar in her sexy bikini, but not too sexy, right? Like classy. A classy, fun rooftop lounge kind of a thing where there's water. So that's why I call her Swim. I know, the mind of an artist, what can I tell you? But that's the thing. She has Prussian blue, which is, a theme that I use a lot. The light and the dark here, which is always how I create. I always create with light and dark. I need shadow and light, and I like to have the contrast. So the contrast by that, if you notice, like this is darker blue and this is lighter blue, and that's intentional because the back here, she's darker, right? She's in shadow, whereas here she's in the light. So when she's in the light, the background's in the dark to pop that out. When she's in the dark, the background's in the light to pop that out. And also, if there was light coming, a light source coming, which you can't see my hand, like if a light source was coming, it would come this way. So it would actually hit back. It's not just me being fanciful. That actually is how a lot of times lighting works. So for me, light plays a key role in what I do and how I do it. And then obviously the sexy, sensual part, but also I want it to be classy in general. There are a couple on my thing that I'm sure people would say, I wouldn't call that classy, that would be something else. But for the most part, I go with sexual, like not so sexual, but more sensual, sexy, because that's just how I be. And also because my intent is to be kind of like when I was in Europe. So I've talked about this before in other videos, but if you haven't seen those, when you go to Europe, there's a difference in America versus Europe in how they view the human body, and also and I think part of it is if you grew up with naked people statues everywhere, you would maybe have a different thought process. So for me, having seen so much of that, it's kind of a nod to that. So that's the other reason why I do torsos, is when you're in Europe, you're going to see half-draped or nude statues. A lot of them have no arms, no head, but they're they're sensual, they're beautiful, and for me, the human body is beautiful. So that's what I'm trying to express, the sensual, fun side of embodiment. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope that explained the title, the thought process behind why I chose this particular painting to paint. And anyway, if you want to know more about me, go to michellegart.com. If you'd like to join my mailing list, you can do it there. You can also do it on Facebook. If you go to the left, there is a place to sign up for your email. You'll also get from me a little report. It's like a PDF. It's 2 or 3 pages, I can't remember, on how to have like a more sensual, sexy space. So if that interests you, sign up. And let me know what questions you have about art. If there's a particular piece you're wondering about, let me know. If it's sold already, I will use a print and just explain from that. Thank you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.